All right, y'all, welcome to the Combat Arms channel. Okay, so today we're checking out an interesting video. So this one is just titled Stray Marine in Russia. So I would imagine they're referring to just a Ukrainian Marine. Now, it's not often that we get to see combat footage where you have like isolated troops just kind of out doing their own thing. I mean, we kind of see a lot of drone footage where you have kind of like somebody who is just trying to get back to a formation, or somebody who is just kind of like, they're like one of the last survivors in their unit, and you just have them kind of like trying to surrender to the drones. But having like the actual GoPro footage for that person is pretty interesting. Definitely not something that we get a lot. Now, I will say the quality is not great. It's in 240p, but it's about 3 minutes long, so it'll give us a good understanding of like what it must be like, what must be going through somebody's head to kind of be wandering around like this. And there is some snow on the ground, so I imagine this is like in the winter months. So yeah, even still, like those environmental conditions are going to be even rougher when you're considering stuff like that. It's just like trying to survive on your own, just with the environment trying to take you out. But I definitely want to know your guys' thoughts. I think we're all going to be kind of shocked together, just kind of what we're going to see in this video. But yeah, should be a good one. Let's go ahead and check it out. The dude's rocking an MP5 as well, which is really not something we see a lot. I mean, when it comes to like Ukraine, it's pretty close combat with what we've seen, like the trenches and stuff. So maybe an MP5 kind of makes sense. It looks like these could be even like apartments, maybe even like a road. I'm not sure there's a whole lot of cars driving on it right now. But I mean, he was also by some bricks too, so it could just be by some school or something. But then I noticed, so we got the GoPro kind of angled there. I thought I heard like an FPV or some drone or something. Could also just be like some air or something. Enemy air, friendly air. But yeah, again, you can see some snow on the ground, still pretty muddy. So not great environment to be operating in by any means. And again, just like the shaky. So he comes into contact like pretty quick with this video. I don't know how long he was kind of roaming around for, but he immediately comes into contact, and it looks like there's just, and I don't know, maybe this is just like another formation of some dudes who are just kind of like dispersed. So he sends a burst towards this dude.
Shit, looks like there was a bow here.
And it looks like there was somebody else that was fighting these guys potentially. Left a radio and a helmet, some magazines.
Where's she going?
I didn't realize before, the dude's actually speaking English, so maybe this is... So it says Marine. Maybe this is like an international fighter. But in Russia too, I didn't think that international fighters would be going across the border doing these like special operations missions. So we got something. I mean, it looks like some sort of snow barrier or something. I mean, it's concealment, I guess, but it's not very good concealment when there's just snow. So, and immediately comes into contact again, drops that dude like immediately. He's got a really interesting sounding gun. Maybe it's like an integral suppressor or something. Which, I mean, if they're like an international fighter and they're funding their own stuff, maybe that makes sense. But I don't understand what's going on with this little snow fort here. It's almost like, it's like something you would see if somebody was playing Airsoft. And they just kind of like set that up to kind of like make the environment a little bit cooler. I don't know what he's doing here. He looks like he's almost buying time. And he's also standing in like a very obvious just kind of like position. I wouldn't be standing in the middle of this, mostly because it doesn't provide any cover. Doesn't even really provide any concealment. It kind of just stands out a lot. But yeah, he's just kind of standing around. I don't know what he's waiting for. Almost like somebody else to show up. Or maybe just the same kind of person as before. It's like there's just one other person and they're just like moving around, and he's just buying time for that to happen. I don't know. It's kind of weird. All right, so it comes in contact again. So with this, I mean, this is very close quarters combat. So like an MP5 would work pretty well, you know, except for the body armor consideration. Oh my God. And I'll be honest, and I know this dude might be pretty disheveled, but they're both like very terrible shots. I mean, they're within like 40 feet and they can't hit each other. You got some scooters and like a grill here he's using for cover. Oh, damn, okay. That is like insanely close range for a grenade. Like, I don't know if I'd throw a grenade that close. That's kind of wild, but it's it's cool to see the perspective. It's almost like he's showing the grenade to the camera so you know what's happening. And then again, this dude is just terrible at shooting. Like, he's been up for like 3 seconds almost throwing that grenade. And nothing really happened, so I wonder if the grenade was just like a dud or something. I mean, I didn't see any smoke or hear anything. But then the dude just goes around the building. And then he starts suppressing him again. And now he's just pushing it. This dude is like... Dude, this dude's ballsy. Just pushing the assault like this. And then he hits him. I guess he hit him maybe through the corner. Oh, wait, what? Did I say Claymore? Yeah, so he hits him like through the corner, I guess. Or maybe he just hits like a piece of him. Like that was exposed maybe. But it's almost like the dude just took the fall. I don't think that MP5 can penetrate that. But maybe it's just like pretty thin wood or something.
Oh, shit, Claymore.
And then there's a Claymore. So maybe they just set that up for like a rear security like this dude did. Interesting Claymore. I know they kind of look a little bit thicker. Like the Russian Claymores look a little thicker. But I never seen them like this bright. Almost like a cardboard kind of color. And then... yeah, gnarly. Yeah, so this dude, I mean, he's got an AK. Pretty standard looking AK. He's got some old school woodland. And I can't even tell what those shoes are, those boots are. And then he's got like a little vest. Yeah, I mean, not like well equipped, one for the colds, but also just for combat in general. I mean, he doesn't have a helmet or anything either. Yeah, so I guess it was just a couple of dudes just kind of like, maybe they just got separated from their unit as well, like this dude did. But yeah, this is pretty wild footage. I mean, like, generally speaking, this stuff is kind of blurred as well, like when they're, you know, walking up to the dudes they just shot at. But, I mean, I guess this one slipped under the radar or something. Yeah, so that was pretty gnarly footage. Again, like, very close combat. It makes sense why this dude had an MP5. I mean, it looked like it was a very urban kind of setting, like, just like someone's backyard even. But, again, it looked like he was shooting at 2, maybe 3 people. I don't know about his choice in, like, cover concealment, because that wasn't, like, the best place. And then, again, you could just get, like, hit from all these different angles and stuff, so... yeah, I mean, but again, having to kind of walk around Russia, especially where like you can expect nobody to be friendly, walking around Russia and just, you know, trying to deal with the cold and the environment makes sense. This dude's probably a little bit disheveled, kind of not making the best choices. He's probably sleep deprived, you know, hungry and all these things. So a lot of that stuff will play a part. So you might not necessarily make the best judgment calls. So like kind of getting that combat mindset ready, it's definitely going to be a lot harder when you're by yourself dealing with all this stuff. But yeah, again, the quality wasn't great. It's kind of like one of those older like YouTube videos, like one of the OG YouTube videos where the quality looks like that. But yeah, I mean, like the GoPro perspective is still super interesting to see. The MP5, him having the grenade, using it that close. Again, I'm not sure about that one either, but it seemed like, you know, it worked out for this dude. So hopefully he got back to his units. And yeah, hopefully he was able to, I mean, somebody got this footage and uploaded it. So hopefully he was able to get back to a unit and, you know, upload the video from there. But yeah, very interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section. Yeah, it was pretty close quarters, uncensored. I understand a lot of people might not necessarily have the disposition to deal with this kind of like graphic footage, especially when it's like this uncensored and this close up. But yeah, it is super interesting to kind of see this. I mean, Stray Marine in Russia, that's the title. It pretty much said it all. So yeah, very interesting. I do want to know more of the background because again, they were speaking English, but I don't know, maybe they just spoke English very well. It's almost like they were narrating the video too, which was kind of interesting. I mean, I guess if you're by yourself, you might as well kind of like make it like a little like memoir, like a little personal memoir. But yeah, very interesting. Of course, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Interesting video. I will definitely try to react to stuff like this in the future. If you guys see it, send it my way. But this footage is very rare, very hidden kind of in YouTube. So I understand it might be kind of hard to find stuff like this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That is it for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Oh my God, that was rough. I've never played poker, but I think at this point I'll do pretty well because, oh, that poker face was resilient during that.